I've always heard that cats land on their feet. I've never wanted to drop mine to find out.
Yeah, probably you're very happy.
At least from not any very high heights there. They say what goes up must come down, though. And that was the case with the rainfall yesterday, but apparently the moisture just hasn't gone up today. At least that's what I'm saying. Here's a great shot from the Caballo Mountains where Barbara Jackson not only caught a pretty hefty downpour in progress there, got some good lighting on this one as well. Thanks for getting this picture into us at pics@krqe.com. And everybody, take a long, hard look at this rain over the mountain, because this might be the only rain we've got out there as of right now. Notice the radar. This is in sharp contrast to what we were looking at just 24 hours ago. You've got a few wispy clouds in the east and a few more clouds building up to the south, but be it the south central, southwest, central, or northern mountains, there's nothing going on right now. There's still a little moisture out there, but that moisture is starting to disappear in a hurry. And while we're warm out there, we're not exactly hot just yet. So here's what's going on. We've got dry air punching in from the west. Now, there's enough moisture in the east that there will be, trust me on this, a couple of showers before this day is done, just not a bunch of them. And by the time we get to Saturday, the dry air starts to win the battle out around the state, so there'll be even fewer showers as we roll into the weekend. And here's proof positive of that drying trend. Dew points represent moisture in the air. When they're high, you got a lot of moisture. When they're low, you're drying out. So you see 50s and 60s in the east, 20s and 30s in the west. This is that dry air that's knocking on the door. Now, usually dry air does have a tendency to warm up in a hurry, so we're going to get warmer than this. But right now, it's a pretty pleasant 82 in the metro, 80 in Santa Fe and over into Gallup. However, you see down in the southeast, that's where summer is still holding on with temperatures in the 90s. As far as the satellite goes, maybe a little shot at a little bit of moisture trying to come in, but most definitely we pulled out the scissors and just started to shut off the moisture. Yesterday, a good day, especially for the western part of the state. Notice the flow is from the south. Heading through the weekend now, that flow is going to be more westerly, and that's why we dry out. And it looks like that drying trend going to be around well into next week as well. So your region by region numbers, they're not looking too bad. In the east, we're still going to have to deal with a good deal of heat, though. It's calling for about 100 degrees, 99 or 100 in and around the Tucumcari area. That's to be believed because already east and southeast parts of the state have started to warm up. But back towards the East Mountains and the metro, things are definitely a little milder. East Mountains, you'll stay in the 80s today, and while we will get into the 90s, it'll be the lower half of the 90s, and with that dry air coming in and the potential for a pretty good little westerly breeze later this afternoon, I'm thinking places like Santa Fe and Albuquerque could enjoy a pretty good Friday here. Not a bad way to start your weekend. There is still the chance we can get a scattered storm or two in the afternoon. I'm not real excited about our rain chances in the metro or Santa Fe for that matter, but I am going to keep an eye on the southeast where a few additional storms can pop up. Otherwise, get ready for warm, dry weather. We got a bunch of that coming our way starting this weekend.
Okay, thanks a lot, Jason.